What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF, man. Thank God we got this victory. Lakers defeat the Dallas Mavericks. I believe it was 124 to 102. We handled them from the very beginning. You got to be happy, man, with the effort. I was very, very happy with the effort. From the start, we jumped on them just like we said in pregame we were supposed to do, and we never looked back. So, got to be happy, but it's just one game out of the way we got to worry about tomorrow. Player of the game definitely had to be Julius Randle. He had himself a triple-double. The boy continues to be on a tear. Whew, he's just killing it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Lonzo ball is back, and it feels nice. What a playmaker he is. The way he gets in the lane, just, creates for his teammates. Nice little return game in limited minutes. I believe it was just like 17 minutes. He had 9.7 rebounds and 6 assists, so he contributed for sure. But by far the player of the game, Julius Randle, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. That is what he's capable of. Brandon Ingram continues to make strides. He had limited minutes because he was in foul trouble, and he had 15 points and 9 rebounds. I love the way he's just playing within the offense, just controlling the tempo. Love it, man. His mid-range game is so smooth, and that 3-ball starting to fall. Watch out, NBA. Isaiah Thomas, 17 points, 4 assists. Him and Kuzma are going to be a force off the bench once they find each other, man. And I love the way they're starting to incorporate Big Z, Ivica Zubac. Very happy, man. 14.6 rebounds for Big Zubac. Very happy with the overall team effort. We never looked back. Excited, man. But Randle was a beast, as he should be, because he has a mismatch in the post. They can't hold him. They can only hope to contain him. He's an animal. Again, repeating his stats, 18 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. Just phenomenal triple-double, and he powered our team through victory. But I'm so happy, guys, we got Lonzo back. We missed his playmaking. Isaiah Thomas, man, he's going to add a different dynamic. Not only can he score, and he's starting to look a little bit better, but not only can Isaiah score, but he can play make as well. He can penetrate and kick. He can, make some fancy little dishes here and there. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think this team's going to start clicking in the right time. Now, we got a dangerous game tomorrow night. Why do I say dangerous? It's because we're playing the Sacramento Kings, and they have been competitive. Although they haven't been winning a lot, they have been competitive. Just the other night, it took Russell Westbrook's buzzer-beating 3 to beat them. So that tells you how competitive they are playing. Absolutely have to come ready and prepared just like this game and just pounce on them. I love the defense in this game. I like the way they helped Isaiah Thomas not get exposed, and that's exactly what we got to do. They were double teaming at the right time when the offense was turning their head. They were recovering back to their own player. We did, however, get killed by the perimeter. Like I said in the pregame, Wesley Matthews always kills us for some reason. So we have to make sure we shore up the perimeter tomorrow night. Lonzo will not play tomorrow, unfortunately. He's on minute restrictions, and it's going to be tough without Lonzo. But we have more than enough capability. Again, I'm very happy Lonzo's back. He should be playing Sunday, and gradually they're going to increase his minutes. Josh Hart balled out as well. I didn't check his stats, but he was, this guy, he finishes strong at the basket. He can hit the open jump shot, and his defense is second to none. Love that kid. But I'm just happy Lonzo's back. Isaiah Thomas continues to recover, and he's looking better each game. He continues to. He got in the lane a couple of times. Again, I know it's the Mavs; they're not the best defensively, so it doesn't really show. But he's starting to use speed bursts to get past the defense, and I like the way he's playing. Absolutely love Ivica Zubac. Absolutely love the way he's playing. We have to continue and increase his minutes little by little, and eventually he's going to end up taking Lopez's minutes. Just lovely, lovely. I like the fact that Thomas Bryant got some minutes, and he looked hungry, man. He did get a technical. I did see that. And he looks aggressive, man. Absolutely loved it, man. Can't wait, man. Can't wait. I can't wait till that kid starts, producing. Looks like Zubac is ready, man. Looks like he's ready to come in and help us get some second chance points, finish around the basket. He's the finisher around the rim that we thought Lopez was going to be. I see that Isaiah Thomas and Lonzo find him for easy buckets, man. Very happy that he's getting playing time. Yes, we are beating the Sacramento Kings tomorrow, but we better bring our A game just like tonight. We were locked in defensively. We're rebounding. We did miss some free throws, but very happy. I see some people already saying Ivica Zubac needs to start. Too early. He's still raw here and there, but if he eventually earns it, I have no doubt in my mind he will. a lot better defensively to me, and the way he uses his body is a lot better than Brook. Brook just settles too much for threes. Love it. Love it. Lonzo was amazing. He didn't miss a beat. He looks like he's been working on that jumper because there was a point there where he hit like 2-3 in a row. Very excited for him. His athleticism and explosion isn't all the way there. You saw he fell there on transition a couple of times, but he's not too far off. So I'm very happy. You know, Randle's looking like a re-sign prospect for reals. Like, we desperately need to re-sign him because he's looking really good. However, the price does matter, guys, because what's the point of clearing cap just to give it away again? So I do love it. I do love the way Julius Randle is playing. Yes, Sony, I still play basketball. Isaiah's buzzer beater was lit. Yeah, man. And here's the thing. He doesn't have the lift on his jumper yet. You can see a lot of times off of screen and rolls, he's rushing the 3-ball because he doesn't want to get blocked from behind. And he's like floating forward on the shot, and that kind of throws it off a little bit. He's a way better shooter than what he's showing right now. Thing is, he doesn't have the elevation and the confidence yet to just, you know, shoot that confidently, but he will. He will. Then are you going to hoop tomorrow on your regular channel or not? Probably not. Again, my family's over. I'm not even sure if we're going to hoop. It's been cold out here in the IE, but I got to make some phone calls and see if maybe we make that happen. I'm not sure, but thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Hope we keep Randle. Me too, man. The way he's been balling, he can be really special for us, but he needs to continue to develop because at one point the defense is going to take away his inside game, and we know he can pass out of the double, but it'd be nice if he could spread it out the floor with his jump shooting and stuff, you know, especially in the playoffs. So he still has some room to develop and just getting better, but very happy, man. Julius put in work. We're developing. Yes, so did Brandon Ingram, man. I absolutely love the way Brandon is playing. He's very confident, and just the way he's playing, very smart, man. Dad, do you think Lonzo's playing tomorrow? No, he's not. It's already confirmed that he's going to be out tomorrow, unfortunately. But I think we can pull it off without him. We just got to bring our A game. Dan, what do you think about Kuzma NCAA investigation? I pay no mind to it. Like I said earlier in my pregame, you know, I think players should get paid because, you know, they're making the NCAA rip so much money that it's only fair that they get a piece. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I love all my Laker players, Randle and Josh Hart. Yeah, me too, man. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. You know what? The Mavericks can get hot, as we saw when we lost earlier to them, like in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, they are tanking, but the players are still trying, so it didn't matter. We got to give our players props, man. They try to make a little run here and there. They're obviously not going to let themselves, so it doesn't matter. Who's really tanking is the front office. The players never tank. Beat the Mavs and the refs. Yes, sir. You know the refs always calling this weird stuff, but it is what it is. At this point, it's us against the world, baby. Do you think Jordan Clarkson will return? Probably not. Not anytime soon. Maybe if we build a contender down the road or in a couple of years, like let's say by next year or the year after that, and he's a free agent, maybe. But I don't know. Playoff, Dan, what do you think? It's too early to call it. We need to keep winning, man. We still got a ways to go. Utah was the only Western Conference bottom seed that lost today, which gave them, I believe, their 28th loss. So we're like, what, 6 games behind them. However, we still got to continue to get, like, just start winning, man. We got to win all these little games. This one, the Sacramento King game, it's going to be on the road tomorrow, unfortunately. So we got to travel. That's going to impact our energy. Hopefully a lot of these players got rest. So that's good, you know, that we didn't play a close game tonight. That might help our legs tomorrow. But I don't like these back-to-back, especially when you have to travel. That's ridiculous. The NBA should make it so that if you have to play back-to-backs, then you should be at home. But that's just my opinion. Things are not going to be easy win. They weren't an easy win for the Thunder the other night, and they're not going to be easy win for us. They have some ballers over there, so we got to respect them, and we got to come out and compete like we did tonight. I absolutely love the way they were moving the ball tonight. There was a play there where Isaiah Thomas passed it to Randle. Randle was cutting, and then Randle like dished it to Kuzma for the posted dunk. So that was nice. We got to continue to get better, man. But you got to be excited. Papa, I'm going to need you to que la apagues un ratito ya, because it's lagging a little bit. Yeah. Please. Dan, what's our chances for the playoffs? Right now, we're about 7 games out. So we have to get on like a 7-game win streak, and we have to hope these teams start losing. So that's what we got to do as of right now. As of right now. Yeah, I see that it's lagging. I got my nephew over. He's playing Xbox. Can you guys turn it off for a little bit? Please? B.I. and Randle looking good out here. Yeah, they're looking really good, man. I'm very excited for the way that they continue to develop. So that's what we got to do, man. We got to continue with the youth movement for now. And I absolutely love the numbers they put up tonight. Again, for granted, it is the Mavericks, but still, I mean, they beat us a couple of weeks ago, so we returned the favor tonight. You know? So glad to have Lonzo back. Yeah, man. It looked okay. And he's going to continue to get better. Now, I don't have any kids, but my nephew, he's visiting, so. Randle's a keeper. Yeah, I agree. At the right price, definitely bring back Randle. I love Randle now. The way he's continued to develop and get better. The sloppiness is going away. He'll still have a couple of bonehead plays a game, but he's young. That's okay. We can look over it. But he is, you know, we have so many players that are versatile. And these are the kind of players that it takes to win championships, especially in the playoffs. You know, the way the Warriors built their team, they were versatile. They had big guards like Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, and they were all very versatile. They could do multiple things. They could, you know, create for one another, take you off the dribble, you know, on top of their stars. So that's what I'm saying. This is a good foundation we're building for the Lakers. We have so much versatility. We got to continue to get better, though. Dan, what's up, bro? How you doing? Julius Randle always kills the Mavericks. He just, their numbers, just like the unknown players, have us, but still. See, I didn't finish reading your comment. But still, Julius keep destroying those Mavs every year. Yeah, man, and that's his hometown team, you know, Dallas. So I'm sure he gets a kick out of going up against Dirk, one of his favorite players, based on what he said. So, Dan, what's the right price for Randle? Well, it depends. If we get max free agents, then I would, you know, give him his 16, 18 mil, whatever he's going to command on the market. Once we have the free agents, I'm sure the Lakers don't mind going over the cap, you know. But if we don't get these free agents, then I wouldn't pay him more than 15 mil, honestly. And because it's going to handicap us if we give him too much money. You know, we need that cap space for stars. So 15 mil would be my absolute cap out. If he wants to take a discount, that'd be great. 15 mil, and maybe with some incentives. Like, we can load up the back end of the contract where he gets paid more later down the road. But, yeah, I'm sure he wants to stay. And I'm sure he sees that we're starting to turn the corner. What we could do for Julius, we can give him 15 mil for the next 2 years, and then we backload it for, you know, that could turn into like a 18 mil contract down by the end of his contract. So, and there could be some incentives, like if he makes all-star, he gets bonuses and stuff like that. So that would be great. Will Paul George be a Laker this summer, Dan? Yes, you heard it here first, man, on the DTLF channel. I predict he will be a Laker. It's just in my heart of hearts, my gut feeling tells me yes. I've been watching some of the interviews. I've been seeing the way he loves the way we chant his name. So keep doing it every time he comes to LA. Laker fans are doing a great job of making him feel wanted. The only way I see him staying in Oklahoma City is if they make it out of the second round of the playoffs, and that's a tall task. So I don't see that happening. They don't have a bench. Everything is going to change in the playoffs. Right now, they're having their way. They're getting away with having, you know, Ferguson and Raymond Felton as their bench players. It works for now, but come playoff time, once they lock in, they're really going to need some major production from those bench players, because teams in the playoffs, they take away your main stars and they force you to you know, defer to the role players. And if those role players aren't hitting on all cylinders, and they're, you know, it's going to be extremely hard for your stars to get off, because they're going to be doubled, sometimes even triple teamed, you know. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait till the offseason, but I'm still enjoying this season, man. I continue to see that, you know, our bench just did get better. I agree, Sabotage. Isaiah Thomas adds a different dynamic, because not only can he score, but he can play make as well. And I expect, you know, during the next couple of games for him to gradually improve, because he's looking healthier and healthier. For example, tonight we saw flashes of him getting to the rim and finishing. And he's a great free throw shooter. So once he gets to the free throw line, you know, he can definitely help us out there. You know, one way or another, he can score his points. And if he's not shooting well, then he can play make. So we did a good job of helping him out tonight. He can also close out games when healthy. Right now, I don't have that confidence in him. You know, if he has good defenders on him, he might be prone to turn the ball over, only because he's not 100% yet. But yes, eventually, once he gets healthy, he is a closer. Very good young player, man. I wouldn't mind re-signing him for the mid-level exception if he buys into this role of coming off the bench. So, Dan, what should we do with our pick? Draft a guard, big, or trade and get out of Deng's contract? All options are on the table. It really depends on how the draft is going. If somebody like the guy I like from Michigan State is still there, then you probably keep the pick and take him as insurance, you know, for a backup forward or small forward or whatever. But if it's nobody that Magic sees fit to be on the Lakers is on the board, then he might flip the pick. He might even trade down like last season and get a couple more picks. I don't know. But we have options, and that's all you want. You know, you want your GM to keep it flexible. That way there's options open. Maybe he trades a pick in a package and gets a start in the summer. Who knows? Anything is possible. All I know is that we got to stay patient and trust in Magic because I feel like he's proven himself, man. Lonzo is not playing tomorrow. No, he is not. No, he is not. But you know what? There's still a lot to look forward to. If they continue playing with this effort and energy, if Julius comes out and brings his A game, Kuzma has to step it up because he had a kind of an off night. And Isaiah Thomas continues playing well. They're going to have a chance. Brandon Ingram as well. So very happy with tonight's effort, but we look forward to tomorrow. I can't wait. If they win tomorrow off of back-to-backs and they look just as locked in as tonight, then it's going to be a great sign moving forward towards our hopes of making the playoffs. However, if we drop the ball, unfortunately, tomorrow, then that could be, you know, the beginning of the end of this season. But still, man, our future looks bright, and you got to be happy. Yo, homie, Lee and Clark here. We see you can only keep one. You keeping Zubac or Bryant? That's tough, man. I love Bryant's energy, but I feel like Zoo has such soft touch around the basket. I would not like to make that decision at all. As of now, though, I've seen a lot more from Zoo than I have from Thomas Bryant. I don't know what Thomas Bryant is yet. I know he has a lot of energy, passion. I know he has the potential to be a good defender, good rebounder. But can he score the ball? That is yet to be seen simply because he hasn't got enough playing time. So if I had to do it right now, I'd have to go with what I know. And that Zubac can contribute on this team right now and moving forward. I don't know that about Thomas Bryant, although I hope he does. And I have a hunch feeling that he's going to start getting a lot more minutes and he's going to start getting a lot better. So that's a good question, by the way. Way to put me on the spot there, bud. They're going to offer Randle a max? Well, yeah, we're not going to offer Randle a max. He's not worth a max. He's not a max player as of right now. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have the potential to become that, but it'd be simply ridiculous to waste a max contract on Julius right now. Simply because if he reverts to his old habits and starts getting lazy on the defensive end and sloppy with the ball, then that could be basically another little dang type contract. I'm not saying he's going to be that inefficient. He won't contribute because Randle can always contribute, but we need to give max contracts to max caliber players. And as of right now, Julius is nowhere near a max contract. He's very promising, but he's not there. Let's not go out throwing out max contracts. That's what got Mitch and Jim in trouble. Lakers are going to be the 8th seed? Hope so, man. I pray to God that we get on a win streak. That's what we need. What up, Dan? Vic checking in from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, what's up, bro? I hope they keep Zubac as a starter if they don't get Boogie next year. What do you think? I absolutely love Zubac, and I was very puzzled. You know, Ivica Zubac, I was very puzzled to why Luke Walton didn't give him no playing time. I understand he had a rough summer league. However, he showed more than enough during the last season where I would have thought he would have at least been our backup big like he is being right now. Now, as a starter, it's going to, you know, coaches like to roll with their vets. As you can see, KCP's still starting. And even though he had a decent night tonight, all season long, he's been kind of him and Brooke have been kind of trashy. So you would have thought they would have got replaced already. But that's the only problem I have with Luke. He plays favorites and he tends to stick with veterans. Even though, you know, we do have some youth in the starting lineup. But it would be great if he got some starter type minutes. But he's going to have to earn those. I've heard the Mavs will offer Randle a max contract. Well, hey, man, if that's the case, you know, and he takes it, I wish him the best. But there's no way we can get to the next level by, you know, offering Randle a max contract. That would be very, that would be tough. Sorry I'm late, Dan. What happened? The Lakers won. That's what happened. You're way late for that. But, you know, thank God we won tonight, and hopefully we win tomorrow. Leave Isaiah Thomas shoes alone. Oh, Isaiah Thomas, man. That was messed up. But that always tends to happen. When somebody loses a shoe, I notice the opposition always kicks it off the court. So disrespectful. But I've seen it more than once or twice. So Dan, Randle already said he wants to stay. Yeah, but at the end of the day, remember, money does talk. So the right offer could come along for him. And he might want to do what's good for his family. Dan, it feels so good that our Laker fans are recruiting Paul George to the Lakers during All-Star and during the Thunder games at Staples Center. LA gave Paul George a standing ovation. I'm happy to see it. Me too, man. Me too. Laker fans are smart. We see a defensive player of the year type candidate type player, and of course we're gonna want him. Not only that, but he's a great isolation scorer, and he can play off ball as well. So he would fit right in. That should have been a tech. I don't know. Yeah, that shouldn't have been a tech for me personally. Let the kid play with passion. I mean, he's not even getting paid a lot. Just let his passion come out and just let him be. You can't kick Kobe's shoes inside Staples Center. That's right, man. I didn't even notice he was wearing Kobe's too. So you're right, 100%. Yeah, that was disrespectful. But hey, what do you expect? You know, they were mad they were getting whooped. So I understand. It's a heat of the moment type thing. We want Paul. We want Paul. Yeah, man. Keep making him feel welcome. That I know he's gonna be visiting LA over the summer, so we gotta recruit hardcore. Before the live, I can't give out my number. Sorry, I don't really know you like that, but you know what? If I did, I would. You know, because I love making friends that are Laker fans. You guys are like family to me. So, what does opponent? Why do opponents dislike Isaiah Thomas? Because he's feisty, man. Opponents don't like feisty players. They get under their skin. But Isaiah Thomas is feisty. He walks right through players. If you watch his body language, man, he's basically like a poor man's Chris Paul. And the only reason I say poor man's because Chris Paul, not only is he healthy and more efficient, but he also plays defense. So that's the only reason I say poor man's. Offensively, he's just as good, if not better. So when he's healthy. But yeah, Isaiah Thomas does have a semi-Mamba mentality. Last season, he went off for 50-plus points in the playoffs. That was impressive. Unfortunately, he did it for the Boston Celtics. It'd be nice if he did that for us. I mean, he drops a 50-point game. I guarantee you all of Laker Nation is going to get behind him. But I like him, man. I like him a lot. He got under JJ's skin. He gets under everybody's skin. But you know what? That feisty, that toughness is needed. It's infectious, you know. It helps teammates get engaged and play harder. And tonight they played very hard. So I already feel like Isaiah Thomas' veteran leadership is very underappreciated. And he's already starting to rub off on younger players. Very happy. Dan, this was a nice team effort. Yes. Oh, and by the way, did you guys hear the rumors about Isaiah Thomas, what he told Lonzo Ball about workout habits? He said, I never take a day off. So that's exactly the type of veteran leadership we need. Players that are going to come in and not only lead by words, but show it by example and show all these players, you know, young players practice habits, man. Yeah, he practiced hard. I see him working with Lonzo, team player. Yeah, definitely, man. It's, like I said, very underappreciated part of the trade. Dan, what's your favorite part tonight? My favorite part tonight, I got to say, just seeing Lonzo back on the court and hitting shots like he never missed a beat. So you can tell he was ascending before he got injured. He was starting to shoot better, and he was just starting to take over games and stuff like that. And it looks like he's getting a lot better. So, Dan, do you think Dallas threw this game? No, the players never throw games. That's one thing you got to know. Guys like Yogi Ferrell and Wesley Matthews don't know if they're going to be on the roster next year, so they have to always be performing at their peak. That way, they're, you know, if they're not trying out for this team, they're trying out for the next team. So that would be detrimental to their careers. Nobody's going to throw a game for a draft pick, you know. And most of the times, those players don't end up being the team savior. So why would they do that? They'd be wasting their career away. Players never throw away games, and that's what, you know, a lot of Laker fans were irritated with. You know, the Lakers when they were tanking and players would win those games, guys like Nick Young and Lou Williams. I remember I myself sometimes would be like, dang, we need to lose. So it would irritate me. However, you got to respect them. They're professionals, and at the end of the day, they're not paid to lose. They're paid to win. Coaches, that might be a different story. Front office, different story. Dan, why can't we defend the three-point line? I feel like at times... See, guys like Ivica Zubac haven't played with our rotations, so sometimes there's miscommunications. I noticed sometimes Ivica had to rotate out to the perimeter, but Brook Lopez does this as well. He rotates late, so, I mean, you're not really having a big drop-off from Brook to Ivica Zubac, but just miscommunication. You got to be on the same page to be able to cover the whole floor because on screen and rolls, you got to make the right read. Sometimes you got to stay with the roll man. Sometimes you got to pop out to the shooter, so it all depends, man. And the Mavericks just shot lights out three-pointers. But luckily for us, you know, we didn't let our foot off the gas. And Luke, in the first half, he was taking a little too long to call a timeout, I felt, when they were making a run. He let them hit 9 straight points before he called one. But after that, all his timeouts were on point. So I'll give him credit for that. Dan, we need to sweep the Mavs and the Kings. Desperately. Not just them, but every other team that's not that good. Like the Hawks, I believe we face them again on the road. Got to beat them. We got to continue, man, playing hard. Dan, why isn't Lonzo playing tomorrow? Well, he's coming off of a serious knee injury. And if you guys noticed tonight, you know, it's unfortunate that Jimmy Butler went down, which might look to be like a Achilles injury. Hopefully it's not, you know. He's going to be in my prayers. But bottom line is, you got to protect your players, especially when they're young. You don't want them to have a detrimental type injury to their career, especially when he's a franchise cornerstone type player. So you got to, man. Can you stream in your room, Dan, still? Yeah, but I got company over right now, so I'm not gonna do that right now. But however, I will be. You know what? I'm gonna pick one of these days to live stream my reaction and talk to you guys during an actual Laker game. I might not do pre-game and post-game, but I'm coming to you guys straight live. Let me know, guys, what game you guys would like me to live stream, and I'll try to do that. I'll try to make that happen. I would prefer you guys pick an interesting game, though. I don't want to pick one of these games where we're slated to win, like the Kings. Maybe, you know, a more interesting game. That way I can do live commentary with you guys. That'd be cool. If you guys like. But let me know, you know, when this video's over. Always leave a comment, and I always take you guys' suggestions. You guys know what's up. This is your guys' channel, man. I'm just a host. Dan, what's good? It's second to none 24. We played 2K last week. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, were you the one that beat me at the buzzer? Good game, by the way, if it was you. Live stream the Spurs game. I could do that for sure. I miss the old days in your room, LOL. The Lakers background gear. Yeah, it's still there, man. Trust me. I just, again, I have to do that when, you know, it's more clear. Dan, Dirk's going to retire this game? This year? I don't know, man. Cavs game. Some people want Spurs, some Cavs. Spurs game so we can talk about Kawhi. For sure, man. So I got 2 Spurs, 1 Cavs. But the real votes are going to be after this video's done. Go ahead and just click on the video once it processes. And then, you know, I'll go ahead and take your votes in. Because I'm going to lose count this way. Live stream the Cavs game. Yeah, that's 2-2. That's 2-2. I heard Kawhi is not happy. I would only take those reports with a grain of salt. I respect the Spurs too much to believe that they're going to let their franchise player walk out or get traded. I just don't see that happening. I think they're going to patch that up. And I think there's more smoke than fire there. But no, Jimmy didn't die, but he went down with a horrible injury. You know, unfortunately for him, they were having a great season. But Dan, should PG-13 be our shooting guard or small forward? Maybe our shooting guard. We're not going to have one. Josh Hart is our shooting guard at the moment because I don't see KCP as a shooter. He's been very streaky. So maybe at shooting guard. You know, Paul George at shooting guard, that'd be great. Dan, will Nance posterize Lopez again? I hope so, man. I hope he posterizes him so hard that he never comes back to Staples Center again. No, I'm just playing. No hate. But yeah, man, it'll be fun to watch. Let's see what happens. But he's cleared to play. He isn't playing. How can Pop accept that? I don't know, honestly. There's something shady going on. Shady. Okay, I know it sounded like the bad word, but no, I said there's something shady going on, and it's weird, honestly. But I don't think it's a Pop Kawhi problem. I mean, Pop is a Hall of Fame type coach. A lot of people claim he's the greatest of all time. I don't know. However, yeah, it might just be something minor, man. I think they can fix it. They have 2 years to fix it. It's more than enough time. Can we get Whiteside? I don't even know. When does his contract come off? And also, is he up on the trade market or what? I'm not sure about Whiteside. I would love a rim protector who can rebound. Definitely. But that's, you know, if we can't land the 2 max contracts. I know Kawhi is gone. That would be a shame for them. But, hey, if we can benefit off of that and sign him in free agency, that would be amazing. But, again, I'm not going to start speculation. It's way too early. You know, there's always rumors of us getting everybody. But I'm sure we'll get somebody. Just not sure who right now. Dan, how about the non-call on Kuzma? Fast break layup. Man, we get no respect. I don't know why the league gives us no respect, but we don't get a lot of calls. They miss so many calls. Isaiah Thomas sometimes gets pushed around, run over. You know, if that was us doing that to another team, it would have been an offensive foul, but it's just crazy. Dan, do you watch WWE? No, I do not. I don't watch wrestling. Dan, Kawhi's not going to stay. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what the situation is, but I doubt the Spurs let him walk. Will Klay Thompson be a Laker? No clue, man. I'm not gonna make that prediction this early on. However, I will say Paul George will be a Laker. Then I think we make it to third round if we get Klay. Too early, man. We still gotta wait till 2019, and then if they win a couple of championships, there's no way Klay is moving anywhere. The only way I can see that is winning cures everything, even egos. But as soon as they start losing, look what happened to the Lakers when they lost with Karl Malone, Gary Payton, and Shaq. That was their last year together with Kobe and Shaq. So I'm telling you, as long as they're winning, they're good. As soon as they start losing, finger pointing starts, egos flare up. It's just it becomes ugly. With the fiasco in San Antonio, why is Kawhi linked going to the Lakers? Yeah, I guess that's why, but I don't know. Dan, lots of former players have participated in the WWE. I'm just not a wrestling type guy, man. I like real sports. I don't like acting and stuff like that on sports, personally. Nothing against this. I mean, if anybody likes it, hey, power to you, you know. WWE is cool, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'd rather watch UFC, boxing, or something that, you know, is real to me. WWE, to me, is acting. Which, if I want to see acting, I'll go see a movie. PG-13 is 90% a Laker next season, man. He needs to be 100%. TNT are Laker haters, maybe except for Shaq. Even Shaq sometimes jumps on that boat, but I agree, man. Yeah, they do hate the Lakers, maybe because, you know, half of the panel got destroyed by the Lakers in their time. I don't know. Dan, are you done with signing Boogie? You think Magic will gamble? I doubt Magic gambles. All the rumors are saying that we've moved on from there, and I believe those rumors because personally, I wouldn't throw a max contract at him. And coming off of an injury like that, he's going to demand the max because he needs to protect his career, right? And he wants guaranteed money. So I doubt he takes a 2 to 3 year deal. ESPN announcers were so much better than TNT. Sometimes Reggie Miller irritates me. Or is he TNT? He might be TNT. Yeah, you might be right. I think Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, all those guys, I actually like them. So yeah, I think you have a good point there. Dan, have you talked to my girlfriend Sasha Banks on Instagram? To your girlfriend? No, I don't talk to any girls, man, on Instagram. I got my own girl, bro. Sasha Banks. I don't even know who you're talking about. Barkley wanted to be a Laker. Barkley, is that why he's hating? That might explain a lot. Charles Barkley got issues, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, like I said, I think he's still funny. I watch him for sheer entertainment. But half of the stuff he says, it's always outlandish, you know. Dan, there was a lot of Lakers celebrities tonight. For example, Will Ferrell. Always, man. Staples Center is always rocking, bro. All the time. Lonzo for a bag of peanuts. Kyle Kuzma. Yeah, Kyle Kuzma got jokes, man. Dan, Kawhi or PG-13? Oof, that's a tough one, man. I mean, if that choice was to be made in this summer, then I would go Kawhi. If we can have, you know, either of the two. However, if this choice is being made right now because Kawhi's still a year away, I'm going PG-13. We need to improve as much as possible. Dan, talk about Isaiah Thomas. Well, Isaiah Thomas is starting to show flashes of regaining his form. I mean, he attacked the rim a couple of occasions, got to the line, you know, great free throw shooter, so I love that. His defense, he tries. Sometimes he gets lost, but I feel like when he plays defense, he's scared, man. He's scared. I feel like when he plays defense, he's scared to get re-injured. So sometimes he doesn't go through screens. He'll pretend like he got caught on a screen. But that's just his conscience because, you know, he had a horrible hip injury that could have ended his career. So in the back of his mind, he's going to struggle with that, you know. And I don't blame him for not going 100% all the time because he did come off of that injury. However, if we ever did make it to playoffs and he was on the roster, I want him to go 100% all the time. But yes, Isaiah Thomas does the best he can, especially coming off of injury, and I expect him to gradually get better. Dan, what do you want our rotations to look like when fully healthy? Well, Lonzo Ball point guard, Josh Hart shooting guard. That would be ideal for me. You know, Brandon Ingram, small forward, power forward, Julius, center. Either Thomas or Ivica Zubac. Off the bench, I'd love Isaiah Thomas point guard, shooting guard KCP, small forward Kyle Kuzma, power forward Thomas Bryant, or Channing Frye, because he can eat up some minutes for sure. And then at center, you know, Thomas Bryant or Evita, whichever one we didn't pick. In my ideal scenario, we don't need to play Brook Lopez anymore. We know what he can do. We're not going to re-sign him, so I'd move on from him already. I'd give him the Luol Deng treatment and, you know, give these minutes to somebody who can continue to develop. So that's just me. That's what I would love for them to do. They did it last season. You know, they benched a bunch of players they weren't going to bring back, and they let the young players go, which kind of panned out because it helped Brandon Ingram's development. It helped a lot of young players' development. So, you know, that's what I would personally do. Dan, why does everybody say Kuzma is way better than Ingram and Lonzo? I don't see it. Because everybody has favorites, you know. Nobody's better than anybody. You can't say that some nights is going to be this player, others is going to be this player. For example, tonight it was Julius Randle. Does that mean he's the best player on the team because he had a better night than everybody? No. So far this season, to me, Ingram and Kuzma have had on par seasons. You know, to me, they're both like almost identical, except Kuzma's a better overall shooter and Ingram's an overall better playmaker / dribbling type guy who can do a little bit of everything. So, to me, they're both right up there. Lonzo's up there as well. You know, and then second tier, you got, to me, Julius Randle's second tier player. Now, he's elevating his game to first tier, like cornerstone type player, but he has to do it more consistently. I've only seen it for about half, you know, 2/3 of the season. If he can finish out the season and play like this, then I can go ahead and say, you know what, we got to make him part of our young core permanently. But I got to continue seeing it, man. Just a beast. Josh Hart continues to elevate his game, but right now he's still B-tier young player right now, simply because he needs to work on his game a little bit more. His handles need to improve. He needs to be able to take people off the dribble, take it to the next level, you know. His defense is beast. Probably the best defender we have on the team. Shooting is amazing. Just great slasher, but he still needs to improve his dribbling. He needs to improve certain little things here and there. To you, Randall's already up there. Hey, a lot of people say that, but to me, I have to see a big sample size. I want to see him do it for the rest of the season. If he does, hat to you, Randall. But so far, I have been impressed. He's made a huge leap. Dan, are you glad the Lakers didn't get humiliated by that scrub Mavs center like the last time we faced them? Yeah, man, they made adjustments, and I'm very happy. Very happy. Dan, why can't Lonzo play tomorrow? Because he's coming off of a serious knee injury, and you know, he needs to recover from that. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. That's gonna wrap it up for me. I'm gonna, you know, get back to my family. Enjoy the rest of the night, guys. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. You know, keep it locked right here. If you haven't, please subscribe, drop a like, and please leave your votes in the comment section. What game do you guys want to see me live stream my reaction to? You know, talking with you guys just like this while watching the game. And, you know, let me know. And whatever game gets the most votes, again, after the video processes in the main comment section, that's where I'm going to tally up the votes. And that's the one I'm going to do. And if it goes well, we get a lot of viewers, and we'll do another game. So thank you guys for showing love, support. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully the Lakers get another dub. Sleep tight, Laker Nation. Peace out.